guys, so this is going to be video number 3 in this Hellcat swap project. Gonna hit this puddle real quick. Oh, shit. Good way to clean off the Jeep. But yeah, this is going to be video number 3 of this Hellcat swap project. Still waiting on a transmission, but in the meantime I've been trying to stay busy with what I can. I pretty much got this engine bay all stripped out and cleaned out. I cleaned up what I cut and stuff like that. It actually looks pretty good now. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But I definitely want to discuss, a lot of you guys were saying I should start a GoFundMe, which I don't really have a problem with doing that. It's just, I mean, the extra cash flow would be nice to speed up this process, but it's just hard for me to one, put a total price on everything that it's going to cost to get this project done. And I mean, I don't even have a time limit as far as to when I think this thing will be done. I'm just taking one step at a time, and that's pretty much all I can do with this. So I definitely appreciate if any of you guys want to help out when it comes to that, because money is definitely going to be a limiting factor to how fast this project gets done. Alright guys, so we are home now. I got my coffee. I did my good deed for today. Some hot chick behind me, so I paid for her coffee. But pretty much just gonna show you guys what this engine bay looks like now. I did most of the work throughout the week. I mean, I don't think I'll be doing anything today because it's raining, but like I said, these videos are kind of just more informational videos. I'll probably try to start recording while I work. This way I get some different footage. It's just there's not that much that's going on now, so. But I'm gonna take you guys outside and show you what this engine bay looks like, and pretty much go from there. Alright, so this is pretty much what we're working with now. Pretty much got everything out of this engine bay, minus this harness. I'm pretty sure this harness runs all across the dash and stuff like that. Not really trying to get into pulling the dash right now, so that's how these wires are going to sit until then. But I mean, we got the brake booster out, we still got the clutch master cylinder in there, we got the ABS module out, all the lines and stuff are out. Pretty much just a clean slate to start working with. I'll probably end up deleting the ABS and just running straight lines, probably running straight lines for the hydro and stuff like that too. But you see, it looks pretty clean now. This piece that I cut, I ground it down. I pretty much just wanted it to where I could run my fingers over it and not get cut. And I also wanted it to look a little bit more decent. So I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, this did have a piece here that was like this. We cut that off too. We hammered down these spot welds that are here. So overall, I'm pretty happy with taking a hammer to this. Like I said, you're not going to see down in there. So we got the room we need, and now we got a nice clean slate to work with. Next step's pretty much just going to be getting a transmission and getting that figured out. And then once everything's in the car, figure out the routing for everything as far as wiring and brake lines and power steering lines and I don't know, fuel lines, bunch of lines. But yeah, I mean, you see I got the wheels off this thing just because I had to get to these brake lines, had to take the wheels off just to get the inner fender liners out, stuff like that. But when I'm all said and done with this, I mean, I picture this thing with a big wide front end, pretty much like how you see the drifters have a big wide front end. I think that would definitely help improve the handling and stuff like that. I definitely do plan on drifting this, so I mean, this thing will be a bad little car once it's all said and done, as long as the body can handle the torque. But we don't know until we get all that torque going through this thing. So I mean, as far as inside goes, ooh, I haven't been in here in a while. But as far as inside goes, I definitely plan on gutting this whole thing out, cutting out this whole back piece, and having an open trunk. I definitely plan on getting some raised seats. As far as the dash and stuff goes, I'd like to keep The dash is like pretty stock as I can. I would like to figure out how to get these cluster gauges to work. Maybe get some nicer gauges, more useful gauges over there. But I definitely want to keep the radio so we can stay bumping tunes. That I'd like to keep this center console too. So pretty much just like all of up here stock, and then have this thing completely gutted out. Get some room for a roll cage. Probably rip the carpets out of this. You know, just stuff like that. But this thing is going to be used for drifting primarily. I've always wanted to get into drifting, but I mean, never really did. So here I am now, trying to build a drift car. But yeah. All right, guys. So I mean, that's pretty much it for today. Not going to be doing too much until I get a transmission, but now we do have a nice clean engine bay to work with, and pretty much just go off of that. I'm definitely overall happy with as far as like motor placement goes. Once we get this transmission, we could figure out a little bit more about that, but I definitely see this thing fitting in this car. So I mean, I'm pretty much bought into this project now. I didn't even know I was going to be doing this until like a few weeks ago, when I got my hands on this motor. So like I said, more or less, I'm just trying to like do this YouTube to keep you guys updated as far as like what's going on with this. Hopefully, like when things get a little bit more involved, I can start like taping while I'm working and get some different footage and stuff like that. But I definitely appreciate you guys watching. Pretty much keep me motivated to keeping this project going. And stay tuned for the next video.